Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and this one is about PEAVEY Invective MH 20W tube amplifier. First, let's listen to a song that I wrote for this video, where I use both clean and lead channels, and then the tight mode of the lead channel, which pretty much reduces gain and low end and stuff. After the song, let's discuss more about the amp and I show some more tones and stuff. Alright. Yeah, pretty big and powerful tone from such a small amp. The signal chain, this is my old ESP custom shop, Japan custom shop Viper with EMG 707 pickup and, you know, shallow, no, spiritual locking tuners. Then the signal goes to my pedal board, where I didn't have anything on except the Zool noise gate before it hits the amp, so just to get rid of the small noise and keep it quiet. And then it goes to KHE amp switcher and then to these amps. I'm gonna just compare so you get an idea. And then back to KHE, then into Sandrock's reactive load, where I use a combination of my signature IR Valovirtuos and then 30% of Son of God 2, both from Jens Bogren. The Signature IR is from the Lead and Clean pack, and the Son of God is from Jens Rhythm pack. Great IRs. If you're interested to check them out, there's a link in the description. You know, use that and you get a 10% discount. And then from the soundtrack, the signal goes to Steinberg audio interface and then to Cubase, where I'm recording this at the moment. Like that. Yeah, so 20 watt amp, 2 channels, clean and lead, and then the lead channel has this tight mode which I used. It does this. So it's pretty much like a third channel. It reduces gain and low end and stuff. You get this like a more vintage type of tone. Built-in boost, which is great. It's pretty much like a tube screamer in front. You hear now that the low end is a little bit like boost, but now when I engage it, it's great. I think it's dialed after Misa Monshor's specs, so it's really cool. It feels like it's, you know, the usual drive or gain 0 levels up and tone quite high. Low, mid, high channels, post gain, which is a master volume for the lead channel, pre-gain, resonance and presence controls. And then on the back, there's kind of like this emulated output that you can use, you know, just like headphones. And at the same time, when you engage that, it engages a dummy load, which this has, so you don't necessarily have to connect this to a cabinet or a load or a reactive load to just play, you know, at home and stuff. A couple of options how you connect the food switch. Now I have it connected, so it's this one, which, you know, similar to what I have on the 5150. So the number 1 knob changes the channels, and then this engages or disengages the tight mode. Cool. Let me dial the knobs a little bit so you hear. This has tons of gain. I have it now like on 2. Now when you have loads of gain, you see the hiss, hear the hiss, noise gate. So if you like to use tons of gain, I don't really, I just like, you know, where it's the sweet spot. Pretty similar what I have on the 5150, around 2. And then lows. And the lows, they add a little bit gain to the low frequencies. When you crank the mids, kind of you know, almost like a Marshall. So on this one the mids just become strange, but let me show you soon. And then highs. The sweet spot. And then master volume, I found that the sweet spot is around 2 o'clock at 7, so when the power tubes just opens. There were EL84s. Let me cheat a little bit. What were the... Yeah, 2 EL84s on the power amp section and 3 12AX7/ECC83s in the preamp section. Cool. And then let's check out the clean. The cleans are really good. I mean, usually I use cleans with a neck pickup, but this is really full sounding and it works great just with a bridge pickup. If we add a little bit chorus, you can't really get this to distort even though you add gain, just adds like volume. really cool, modern, like crystal clean channel. Cool. Then let's compare it to 5150 original block letter. I needed to dial back the master volume post gain quite a bit so to match the level. So this sounds, I found that the sweet spot is around 5, then the power juice really breathes and stuff, but you know, you get an idea. So with this one I have a 2 screamer in front, drive 0, levels maxed and tone almost maxed. So they are a bit similar. The original black letter is it's a bit darker, the high end is a little bit different, but I think this is really cool, you know, all around amplifier. I can clearly see that it's kind of evolved from the 5150. It has a brighter tone. Let me show you when I dial the presence knob how much presence there is. It really does something, because on the black letter it doesn't really do anything before 8. Check out. There it's touchy. I found that the sweet spot is around 8, sometimes even 9, depending the pickups and, you know, the tone I'm looking for. And the resonance it's similar than on 5150. Again, the sweet spot. I like this a lot. You know, familiar feel, 5150. Great amp, I must say. And there's a switch behind also. You can choose between 5, 10 and 20 volts. So this is really good for home. I mean, it's loud, it's tube band, but it also has the option to, you know, engage the built-in dummy load and then, you know, use either the XLR cable to send the signal to your audio interface, or then use headphones and jam along. And it also has an USB. According to the manual, when you connect the amp with the USB to your computer, the computer should, you know, notice that and treat this like an audio interface. I didn't try it, but it is also a cool option. Obviously with that, you know, you kind of miss the negative feedback, because, you know, there's a lot of happening between amp and a cabinet or amp and a reactive load. When you load a lot of currency to the cabinet, some of it feeds back, which is called negative feedback. That makes the big sound, you know, what we all know and love. And if you have a good reactive load, like I have a CYHRA and then I also have a CYHRA, which I'm not using now, you can get that negative feedback feeling. Those good reactive loads, that's why they're called reactive and not just loads, because it reacts similar way than how amp and cabinet reacts. So the amplifier thinks that it's connected to a real cabinet, and then you get this powerful tone. Conclusion, I think I already said this. I like this a lot. Familiar feeling, 5150, a little bit more modern, a bit tighter. Really cool, this boost knob. It's just a built-in tube screamer, because I usually use Bass SD1 on many amps, but with 5150 I think a GS808 works better than with SD1. Really cool option. If you like to use a lot of gain, the built-in noise gate, I think it's between the power amp, preamp and the power amp, so that reduces the hiss. But if you like me, I don't, you know, dial that much gain, or I don't like it to have, you know, lots of gain, just the, you know, right amount, then it's not even needed. And the tight knob, it's pretty much like a third channel. I think it kind of mimics the big brother. I think it has 3 channels, and this kind of mimics the second, like the crunch channel. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this interesting and informative. Until next time, take care, all the best, bye.